Okay, so get ready because we are diving deep into Chole Bhature today. We've got a whole stack of articles here, and I gotta say, even just skimming them has got my stomach rumbling.
And you're in for a real treat because this isn't just about, satisfying those cravings. This is about uncovering how this simple dish, became this cultural phenomenon.
Right, it's like the ultimate comfort food, but what's the story behind it? Why does Delhi have such a love affair with this dish?
Well, picture this.
Hmm.
It's 1947, the year of India's partition. Imagine the streets of Delhi suddenly just like overflowing with refugees, and they're carrying these stories of loss, but also resilience and this hope, right? And among them were these culinary artisans, and they brought their traditions and their flavors to their new home. They really helped shape the city's culinary landscape. And Chole Bhature became a symbol of that whole transformation.
Wow, that paints quite a picture. So are we talking family recipes, carried across borders, finding new life in a new city?
Exactly. And we actually have not just one, but two fascinating stories, both totally intertwined with the history of Chole Bhature in Delhi. On the one hand, we have quality, established by this guy Peshori Lamba, a refugee from Lahore,
Yeah.
who brought his family's cherished coal recipe with him. Imagine, right? Turning that upheaval, that displacement, into something so positive, so flavorful. Quality, it's situated in Connaught Place, and it quickly gained fame for its Chole Bhature. It's a real testament to Lamba's spirit and his culinary skills.
That's incredible. It really speaks to the power of food, to provide comfort and that sense of continuity, even in the midst of chaos. It's more than just sustenance, right?
Absolutely. And, I mentioned two stories.
You did.
So on the other hand, we have Sita, who, after he migrated from West Punjab, set up his own, humble little Chole Bhature stall.
Mm.
And legend says that his very first plate, sold for 12 annas, an anna being a unit of currency back then. Just to put that in perspective, that was a lot of money for a single plate of food. And guess what? Today, his grandson continues that legacy at Sitaram Diwan Chand. It's still considered like a culinary landmark in Delhi.
Two restaurants, two really compelling stories, and both born from the partition. It makes you realize how food can be such a powerful symbol, like you were saying, of resilience and cultural fusion. It really is history on a plate.
Precisely. And while the partition, definitely played a huge role in making Chole Bhature popular in Delhi, the dish's origins, well, they might actually go back even further.
Okay, now you've got me hooked. What came before the partition? Give me the historical deep dive.
All right, well, let's rewind a bit. Imagine, ancient trade routes, these bustling marketplaces, and the influence of the Mughal Empire on Indian cuisine. Some food historians believe that a dish similar to Chole Bhature, maybe Chana Masala, might have journeyed to India along those routes, influenced by, flavors from the Middle East.
So Chole Bhature could be this delicious tapestry woven from centuries of cultural exchange. That's fascinating.
Exactly. And it's a great reminder that food, it rarely exists in isolation.
Wow.
It really is a reflection of history, migration, and this beautiful fusion of cultures.
It's amazing how Chole Bhature has, really transcended its origins, right? It's not just a Delhi thing anymore. It's like a national treasure. One article even mentioned it popping up in South India.
Yeah, it's true. Udupi restaurants,
Yeah.
Those are known for their really distinct South Indian cuisine.
Right.
Well, they're embracing Chole Bhature now.
Mm.
Imagine that, a dish with roots in North India, finding a home, thousands of miles away on menus. It says a lot about its universal appeal.
It's like, what is it, culinary diplomacy, right?
Totally.
But why stop there? Get this. One of these articles talks about a Chole Bhature Day.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me you're not at least a little intrigued.
Oh, it's real. And it really speaks to, the passionate following this dish has.
Mm.
Back in 2012, this Delhiite, Shashank Agarwal, decided to create a buzz. He started Facebook pages, did blog posts, anything to celebrate this love for Chole Bhature.
Yeah.
And people responded. They really did. Pictures, recipes, stories. It became this digital love letter to this, humble but really iconic meal.
So from a few online enthusiasts to a full-blown national food holiday, that's incredible. October 2nd, everybody, mark your calendars.
Yeah.
But let's get real for a second, okay? What makes a truly great plate of Chole Bhature? I mean, we've talked history, but I'm ready for the delicious details.
Getting to the heart of the matter.
Yes.
So picture this. You bite into a bhatura, and it's so fluffy, so perfectly golden, it just melts in your mouth. One article, I think, described them as giant cloud-like, and I was like, yes.
Yeah. Totally.
light, airy, not even a hint of greasiness. That's the hallmark of a well-made bhatura.
Okay, and the coal itself, it's got to have that perfect spice balance, am I right?
Yes.
Not to blow your head off hot, but definitely not bland either.
You got it. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Some recipes even use tea leaves when they're cooking it. It adds this depth of flavor and that rich, reddish brown color that just screams, eat me! It's all about layering those flavors. Cumin, coriander, ginger, garlic, a touch of amchur, that dried mango powder, just to give it that little tangy twist.
It's like a symphony of spices.
It really is.
I imagine fresh ingredients are key too, right?
Oh, absolutely. The quality of the chickpeas, how fresh the spices are, even the bhaturas themselves, you know, made with that freshly kneaded dough, it all makes a difference. And, while the basic recipe is pretty consistent, there's always room for, that personal touch. Some people like it extra spicy. Others, they want a hint of sweetness. It's a dish that lets you explore and find what you like, that perfect balance.
That's what I love about food. It's a journey.
It is.
Every bite is a new experience.
Exactly. And let's not forget those, those little side things, right? The chutneys, the pickles, even that aloo sabzi some places offer. It all just adds another layer of complexity and texture. It's like this whole culinary conversation happening on your plate. You know what I mean?
You're making me so hungry.
Yeah.
And the best part is, you can find a delicious plate of chole bhature on pretty much every street corner in Delhi, and it seems like more and more across India, often for just a few rupees. It's pretty amazing how popular it stayed, enjoyed by everyone. Students on a budget, families out for a treat, everyone.
That's the beauty of it. Chole bhature is like democratic dining at its finest. It reminds us that sometimes the best meals, the most satisfying ones, are the ones that everyone can enjoy.
As we've been talking about these, big-name chole bhature places, quality and Sita Dewan Chand.
Right.
It makes me think about those little hidden gems, ones tucked away in the heart of Delhi.
Yeah.
Those hole-in-the-wall places with the lines down the street where you can smell it from a block away.
Oh, absolutely.
Have you been to any of those?
Oh, there's something so special about finding those places.
Yeah.
Often they're family-run, and the recipes, they've been passed down for generations. It reminds you that the best food, a lot of times, it's about simplicity,
Totally.
And the passion, the love that goes into it.
Right, like finding a hidden treasure.
Yes.
A culinary secret. Yeah, that only, the locals know about. One article mentioned this place called Baba Nagpal Corner.
Okay.
It's tucked away in this bustling market, apparently. And, all the food writers rave about it, They say it's the perfectly balanced cool. It's just funny how, everyone seems to have their own favorite chole bhature place.
Yeah, their go-to.
Their go-to spot for that, ultimate comfort food.
It's true, and it's not even just about the food, is it?
No.
It's those memories, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a childhood thing, Sunday breakfast with your family, or, for people who have moved away from Delhi, it's that taste of home.
It's amazing how one dish can, bring back so many memories and feelings. It reminds you that food is more than just, fuel.
Right.
It's about connecting with people, culture, and the stories that we share, literally around the table.
So true. And Chole Bhature, with all its history, its amazing flavors, and how it brings people together, across different places and backgrounds.
Yeah.
It's the perfect example of that. This dish, it makes people happy. It leaves you wanting more.
It really does. So next time you're craving a taste of Delhi, or maybe a little journey through history, or even just a delicious and satisfying meal, remember the one and only chole bhature. It's more than just a dish, right? It's an experience. It nourishes you. It warms you up from the inside out. And it reminds us of the power of food. Food brings us all together.